This video is brought to you by Soccer.com, North America's largest online soccer retailer. Be sure to use coupon code 10SR4U at checkout for 10% off any order of $75 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com with an unboxing plus on-feet video of the AG Nike CTR360 Maestri 3 in the brand new current blue colorway. So we'll open up the box here to get a look at what is on the inside. Like all the top-end models from Nike, a string bag is included. This particular string bag is current blue in color with your CTR360 and Nike swoosh logos in black and Volt. So we'll get that out of the way. Get the shoes out of the box, and if you guys could take a quick second to leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. So here is a look at the only variation of the Maestri 3 that I have yet to wear, and that is of course the version with the AG stud pattern, which is right here on the bottom of the shoe. You can see it is listed as artificial grass. You got your CTR360 branding there, your Nike swoosh in black, and then of course the AG stud pattern itself, with the studs being in that very bright Volt yellow colorway. Now, just to quickly touch on the AG stud pattern from Nike, this is the same stud pattern you're going to find used on the Tiempo Legend 4 AG version, whereas the Hypervenom Phantom as well as the Mercurial series feature their own unique AG stud variations. Now, as far as what AG stud patterns are designed for, obviously it's very simple. They're designed for artificial grass or really any type of artificial playing surface, more specifically the ones with the ground up rubber pellets scattered throughout the artificial grass. Now, why is it important to use an artificial grass stud pattern on an AG playing surface? One is safety. Using a firm ground or even a soft ground stud pattern on artificial grass is not really recommended. It's something that I specifically do not recommend, mainly because the studs don't have enough room to dig deep enough into the turf itself. I realize that some of these artificial grass playing surfaces are a little bit padded, but at the end of the day, it is somewhat unstable and they can be a little bit clingy, causing too much grip, which can lead to injury. The second reason why you should really invest in an AG stud pattern if you are playing on artificial grass playing surfaces is durability. I know that durability can be a major issue on artificial playing surfaces, and a lot of that has to do with heat. All the AG stud patterns from Nike feature a slightly different sole plate. It's a little bit thicker plastic, and it's a lot better at kind of controlling the heat on the shoe. The glues are a little bit different, and it leads to a much longer lifespan for your shoes rather than using a firm ground stud pattern on artificial grass, something that is just not designed to be used for. And the third reason is performance. If you are playing artificial grass, the AG stud pattern really does feel the best in my opinion, and I personally don't like using firm ground stud patterns on AG at all. Just don't like the feel, and these ones feel a lot better, especially if you haven't tried one already. The studs themselves, as you guys can see, are kind of hollowed out, and this is so they have that grip at push-off, but at the same time they don't feel too clingy. There's like a softer rubber tip to them, so it is somewhat flexible. And again, this just creates a little bit of a break in the grip. Obviously, there are a lot of studs there. They're not super long, but they definitely do provide some really good grip while still maintaining a very comfortable feel. And like I said, they're not too clingy. They feel nice and safe on an artificial grass playing surface. Now, as far as the upper itself goes, just to go over the technical specifications of the boot itself, the Maestri 3 is made from a Kangalite upper. So it's a synthetic material from Nike designed to mimic the feel of natural kangaroo leather. You can see it is very, very soft, and it's actually very close to kangaroo leather. Probably one of the nicest, if not the nicest synthetic currently out there on the market, especially if you're looking for something with a more leather-like feel. On the instep, obviously, as you can see, you do have your pass pad element. Basically, it's made up of these little rubber strips that have a little bit of texturing to them. They add a little bit of extra grip on the ball and just make for an overall more solid playing surface when kind of controlling and passing the ball out. It's not going to improve your control on the ball by any means, but it definitely does change up the feel a little bit with this, which is something that I can appreciate. And of course, the shoe does feature ACC all conditions control, which is something that is permeated to the upper. It allows for slightly better friction between your foot and the ball when playing in wet playing conditions, and it actually does work. Definitely a nice addition to have on any of the top end models from Nike. You can see that the lacing system is pushed slightly to the instep as opposed to down the middle or towards the outside, so somewhat unusual, and this plays into the whole control boot design of the Maestri 3. Again, the shoe's not going to improve your control, but the idea here was to have a very clean surface to make touches on the ball here on the outside of the forefoot. The heel liner, as you guys can see, is made fully out of suede, which is really, really nice. There's a nice amount of padding here, and overall it's a very comfortable shoe to wear from pretty much right out of the box. Take the insole out here. You can see it's a black insole with your Volt accents. Has a synthetic leather liner over top, a little bit of texturing in the forefoot and toe box area, and it's basically a very, very dense yellow foam. There are some minor perforations through there. They don't go through the entire insole itself, I should say, and overall provides some decent step-in comfort. It's one of the more minimal insoles you're going to see from Nike, but it doesn't have any issues with sliding around, which is kind of the main important thing here. So overall, it's definitely a decent insole and will provide some pretty good comfort. So that's pretty much it as far as the unboxing portion of this video goes. And move on to a quick weigh-in so you can see how lightweight these guys are. The AG version of the Maestri 3 definitely has a little bit more weight to it than the firm ground version of the same shoe. The reason being, the sole plate and stud pattern is not made from the same material as the firm ground version. So like I said, there is a little bit of extra weight to the AG model. So I'm going to weigh this pair for you today in real time. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9.5 US. I'm going to throw it on the scale. And you can see that these guys weigh in at 9.45 ounces. Whereas the firm ground version weighs somewhere around the 8 ounce mark. So it does weigh about an ounce more than the firm ground version. Again, this is a super noticeable thing when they are on feet. It can be depending on what you're used to, but for my own personal preferences, I like the 9 ounce weight range. And like I said, if you are playing on artificial grass, you need that little bit of extra material in the sole plate. It has to be a little bit thicker just for the sake of heat dispersion and of course durability. So that's pretty much it as far as the weigh-in portion of this video goes. And move on to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit and what the sizing is like. Alright, here's a look at the Maestri 3s on feet, and from right out of the box, they are really, really comfortable. The Kangalite synthetic is soft and flexible, pretty much from brand new. Give it a couple hours of wear time and you will find that it will soften up even more, and perhaps even stretch a little bit, making for a very comfortable fit. But what's great about Kangalite is that you get the softness of a leather material without the required maintenance. So you don't really have to clean them, you don't have to treat them. They're going to stay soft for the entire lifespan of the boot, which is always really, really good. As far as the overall fit of the shoe itself goes, it's not a particularly wide fitting shoe. It will fit most foot types, but again, it is a synthetic material. So if you need that little bit of extra stretch, you're probably better off sticking to a natural leather soccer shoe as opposed to something that is full synthetic like what I have right here. You're going to get a decent amount of width through the midfoot, whereas the toe box and forefoot area is definitely a little bit tighter fitting. As far as the overall sizing goes, I'm wearing a size 9.5 US in the Maestri 3 as opposed to my usual size 9. It does run about a half size small, so you can see in a 9.5 US the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would definitely recommend going a half size up for the best possible fit. So that's pretty much it as far as the on feet portion of this video goes, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing of the CTR360 Maestri 3 with the AG stud pattern. The Maestri 3 is one of my personal favorite shoes to wear right now. I've never tried it with the AG stud pattern, so look out for my review to go up on this shoe hopefully in the next couple of weeks, once I've just had a chance to try it out with this particular upper variation. It is a stud pattern that I have used before. It's proven to work well on AG surfaces, and overall I'm just really excited to try it out with the Maestri 3 upper. So if you guys want to check out that full review, like I said, it will be up in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, the review page is linked down below in the description, and you will find the high quality images of this shoe to give you a better idea as to how it actually does look in person, as well as buy it now links with the best prices online, including exclusive SR4U coupon codes to get yourself some additional discounts if you are interested in ordering a pair of these for yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to support it with a like. I will leave an annotation on screen to the Maestri 3 playtest video that I did not too long ago, so you can go ahead and check that out if that does interest you. If you guys aren't subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media links down below in the description. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.